Hi, Roy here. I'd like to talk to you about trust. It's such an important area, and Covey, the late Steve Covey, wrote a book called The Speed of Trust, and it's really such a high level of intentional living that I just thought I'd make a little conversation about this. And he talked about the four capabilities, if you will. They're the core of whole things of what trust is. It's basically integrity. Integrity is number one here, and that's your congruency, if you will. That's what integrity is about. And you could ask that question, where is your integrity? I know when I looked at this for myself, and I many years ago started looking under the rocks and found a lot of what I call spiders and crabs. My integrity wasn't as good as it could have been, and every time I lifted a rock I found more of it. So it was a big turning point for me about integrity. The second one is your intention. What's your agenda? It's such another story when you talk to people and you wonder what's their agenda. At OneLife here we've worked on the basis of creating basically a non-conflicting area. We don't sell off the plan properties to our clients, as an example, because we don't want a conflict of interest. And the third one is your capability. That's are you relevant? It's your abilities to do things. Because you want to trust someone, you want to know if they've got good character, you want to know, are they capable? It could be a doctor, he's a really nice man or nice lady. However, are they capable of doing the job that you want done? The capability. And the last one, the fourth one that he talks about in this plan is really results. Basically, have you got a track record? That's important. People talk about, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, but have they done that? And can you trust them? Imagine doing a heart transplant and you ask the doctor, how many have you done? You say, you're my first patient. Really? That's interesting track record. And then there's the 13 behaviors that he talks in his book, and maybe we have it go through those at another time. And they're hugely important because we are our behavior as far as trust is concerned. And then he talks about the task. One of the areas for the T is your talent, and the A is for attitude, S for skill, K for knowledge, and S for style. And when you think of that acronym, you think, well, gee, that's a pretty clever way of looking at trust. For the tasks that are ahead of you. So bottom line to all this, if you can't trust yourself, you can't trust anyone. So I want to just check that out with you and just see how much trust you have in yourself. How much trust do you have for you, and what is it that is a mirror back for others? So I'll leave you with that. It's lovely talking to you. Anything we can ever do, let our coaches help you on your journey. Look forward to catching up soon. Take care.